On August 12, 2025, at exactly 2:14 p.m., the town of Silver Creek stopped. For 15 minutes, 4,000 people didn't move, didn't blink, and didn't breathe. They were the silent sleepers. And when they finally woke up, they weren't alone in their own heads anymore. They woke up gasping, clutching their hands. Because etched into every single palm was a 4-digit code, 8-8-3-4. It wasn't a tattoo. It looked like liquid metal, pulsing just beneath the skin. Welcome back. After investigating the vanishing of Emily Vance and the digital ghost of Leo Sterling, we've stumbled into something far more dangerous. Today, we are exposing the Silver Creek incident. Omni-Life, the corporation that owns the town, officially calls it a localized atmospheric anomaly. But the truth is hidden in the data they tried to delete. We've obtained the encrypted health tracker logs from the residents' smartwatches. During those 15 minutes of silence, their heart rates didn't just slow down, they synchronized. Every man, woman, and child in Silver Creek was beating as one. And that silver code? It's not ink. It's a biological interface. You are looking at the first successful trial of a human server farm. Part 1, Resident 0. Meet Marcus Vane. He was the first resident of Silver Creek to break the silence. He didn't go to the doctors because of the coma, he went because of the static. Marcus claimed that after the event, he could hear the town's smart grid. Every time a neighbor turned on a light or a car plugged into a charger, he felt a sharp, electric itch behind his eyes. We've managed to secure his medical intake form from a private clinic in Phoenix. The numbers are impossible. His internal temperature was recorded at 104 degrees Fahrenheit. At that heat, his brain should have been cooking. But Marcus wasn't dying. He was processing. According to the nurse, his pupils were completely non-reactive to light, but they were pulsing in a rhythmic pattern, almost like a status indicator on a computer. Part 2, the silver interface. The clinic staff tried to scrub the silver mark off Marcus's hand. They used alcohol, then industrial solvents. It wouldn't budge. Under a 40x microscope, they realized why. The 8834 wasn't a tattoo. It was a self-assembling nanolattice. It had grown through his dermis and was physically fused to his ulnar nerve. Marcus wasn't just a man anymore, he was a node. His nervous system had been hardwired into the Silver Creek mesh network. 3 hours after this discovery, a team of Omni-Life security consultants arrived at the clinic. They didn't ask for Marcus, they claimed him. They told the staff he was a disoriented patient from a high-security psychiatric trial and took him away in an unmarked black van. Marcus Vane hasn't been seen in the real world since. But his signal is still active on the town's server logs. Part 3, the humming. While the town was frozen, it wasn't silent. We've obtained a 30-second audio clip recorded by a nurse at the Silver Creek Urgent Care Center. She hid her phone under a gurney the moment that high-pitched chime started. If you listen to the raw audio, you can hear it, a low, vibrating hum. It's not the wind, and it's not the air conditioning. It's the sound of 4,000 people, all humming the same note in perfect, mathematical unison. The nurse claimed the sound didn't come from their mouths. It came from their chests. It was as if their rib cages were acting as resonators for the town's smart grid. When they finally woke up, not a single resident remembered the sound. But the nurse? She didn't have the silver code on her hand. She wasn't compatible, which is likely why she's the only one who can still hear that hum in her dreams. Part 4, Project Overclock. So, why did Omni-Life do it? We found the answer in a leaked internal memo titled Directive 9B. It refers to a program called Project Overclock. According to the document, traditional silicon-based servers had reached their thermal limit for a specific global prediction calculation. The solution wasn't better hardware, it was biological parallel processing. The memo states, by utilizing the idle neural capacity of a controlled population, we can achieve 2.4 exaflops of processing power without hardware degradation. In plain English, they weren't just treating people like servers, they were overclocking their brains. They used the collective consciousness of 4,000 people to solve a problem their AI couldn't. And the memo ends with a chilling warning, a 12% chance of residual echo, where subjects might begin to share thoughts, memories, and even identities. Part 5, The Resonance Effect. The residual echo Omni-Life warned about isn't a side effect, it is the new reality. Residents of Silver Creek are starting to exhibit what psychologists call synchronized intent. They don't speak to each other in the streets anymore. They don't have to. Last Tuesday, 300 residents walked into the local town square at the exact same second. They sat down in perfect concentric circles and began to chant a string of prime numbers. When local police tried to intervene, the residents didn't fight back. They just stared. One officer reported that the sensation wasn't like being looked at by a crowd, it was like being looked at by a single eye with 300 pupils. They are no longer individuals. They are a biological cluster, waiting for the next command. Part 6, The Second Pulse. But here's why I am uploading this today. My source inside Omni-Life has confirmed that Project Overclock was just Phase 1. The first pulse was a hardware test. It proved the human brain could be used as a biological processor. Phase 2 is scheduled for May 15th. That is 5 days from now. They are calling it the Global Sync. They aren't just targeting Silver Creek this time. Omni-Life has been installing smart node towers in every major city over the last 6 months. If you've felt a sudden, unexplained headache at the same time every day, or if you've noticed a faint metallic taste in your mouth after drinking tap water, you might already be preconditioned. Your hardware is ready. They just need to flip the switch. Join the mesh. If you are hearing this, you are part of the disconnected. You have 120 hours before the second pulse. Look at your hand. Do you see the mark? If you don't, you are a 0. We need you. Omni-Life is tracking this channel, but they can't track a decentralized hive. To join the resistance, you must leave a signal in the comments. Type the 4-digit code, 8-8-3-4. But add one number to the end, the number of people in your house who are still zeros. We are mapping the fire break. We are building the wall. Look at your palm. Watch the grid. Stay human. This was the Silver Creek incident. Signal out.